And then you transition to
Several
Party
boys.
boys.
you need the combo.
Don't be airport boys.
First phase dance, Aster.
Oh, airport, elephant, Dumbo, you can fly.
Oh my god, you're right. Flap those ears.
Uy.
Yeah, where's the Mortimer cosmetic
But they
with ears?
didn't actually get anywhere yet, so nowhere to fly.
Look, he's crying. Don't cry.
We insult them with our elephant talk.
Hey, Somnus, you did pretty good. You won.
Done with you.
Dude, he's stressed. That game took a long out of him.
And,
You did win.
the way I blinked and stunned him. W finger right now.
Dude, oh my god, my DK though. Sick. Kids don't need. Oh.
Yeah. Now give me Storm, bro. Show you.
Yeah, exactly. I played the boring hero. I got the win. You guys trust me now? You guys trust me to play the cool heroes now?
And then I lose. Now you're back to DK. He's like, oh no.
Wait, Bugs went.
Yeah.
Assassin went through. Brood
Both
Mother
of
is
them.
Both of them.
Brood still
Well,
in the pool?
there's the Weaver too. Why don't we consider him as a bug?
We do occasionally, but the ones-
Occasionally.
occasionally, he's not high priority enough. I know.
Used to be. There was one major, the Stockholm one, Vici Gaming with Brood,
Oh,
Nyx,
yeah,
and
that's right.
Weaver winning the finals.
That was their go-to.
Wait, is Weaver an ant? Because in Chinese they call him ant.
Really?
Well, he does look
He's a Nerubian though.
Nerubian. But Nerubians are like, I guess, something between spider
So
and
if
an ant.
you were in a room, there was a Brood Mother, a Weaver, and a Nyx Assassin. What's the scariest? What did you eliminate first?
Probably Brood.
Probably Brood still, yeah. Like,
He's
Nyx
good.
Assassin is kind of an alien.
Over Nyx, but cockroaches though. Like, is a cockroach scarier than a spider?
Oh.
Well, Nyx would put me out of my misery. Quick, Vendetta, Impale, Mana Burn, I'm probably dead. I'm an intelligence hero, you know, I got a lot of intelligence.
How much do you have?
I'm Medusa, 25, right talent.
Plus 70?
You know it.
Or is it
75?
75? 75, yeah.
So give me my IQ. Meanwhile, Broodmother, you know, she just shoots spawn spiderlings into you, and now they stack. I don't want to explode into
So at
12
least-
spiders.
At least 100 IQ, but 425.
Yeah. I mean, I'm past level 25 at this point, but my stat gains haven't been that good. I relied on that talent. a
At
little
least
bit
you're
too much.
getting all the side talents now.
Yeah,
you know, that
exactly.
You didn't take before.
Plus 10% gray hairs on head.
Getting good at cooking.
Minus 30 minutes to microwaving.
Poisoning level up.
Yep. Team Aster opening with a lot of control. I want to see them march. I want to see some damage together with the Treant and Mars. It's usually say, right? Whenever there's a Treant,
Yeah.
I like to see some Phoenix that has been banned out.
How about some Willow?
Some Willow is good, with good combination with Mars as well. I like it.
But you can't multi-shot.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why-
okay,
why-
so I looked it up. This was one of the interactions that we were testing, that we brought up at the last panel.
Lion.
So that you can't multi-shot Drow. I mean, sorry, Drow can't multi-shot a Dark Willow in Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
But you said that instant attacks do work, but I'm pretty sure instant attacks don't work. So if you Pango Swashbuckle a Dark Willow, I'm pretty sure it won't work either.
Oh, Monkey can stun work.
Stun works, but she won't take any damage from it.
Then why does the stun work?
Because the stun and the attack are two separate components.
Shouldn't the multi-shot slow her then?
No, because I think it's
It's
because it's attached to
Frost
Frost Arrows, exactly.
But it should still slow you down.
I mean, my argument would be Pango Swashbuckle. It's not gonna proc Lucky Shot, and it won't proc like Maelstrom. So instant attacks don't work. Dark Willow, Shadow
Which
Realm.
also makes no sense. Because they do hit Invis.
Yeah, I'm with you at least with that, but it remains consistent with other instant attacks in the. Or
That's
Sleight of
true.
Fist. You probably can't Sleight of Fist to Dark Willow.
No, you cannot.
Yeah. The Lion gets
You can
picked up-
rot her, you can...
Yeah, I mean spells. Ground targeted spells.
Exactly. So there's still ways of getting her
Multi-shot
out
is
of her
broken.
little realm. Lion, yeah. It's some damage. You get a finger, but it's a lot of
It's a
control.
hero.
Yeah, it's a bunch of control.
They
on
need
Aster.
damage.
Exactly.
They need a Zeus.
It's a preemptive pick. They know that Somnus wants to play a spirit. And they're like, nah, you're going back to DK, son.
Oh,
You can go-
Tiny.
You can go to Tiny. We'll
And you
allow Shiny.
can't pick this like Medusa on Aster that would solve somewhat your damage issues because you
Can't pick a Razor.
wow.
It's range down.
And you get Brood Mother.
So both the bugs end up on Elephant.
Scary. Hate seeing all these bugs on one side. Not banning them out is a problem. And now your team master, you need to pick your safe lane and also something that's good versus Brood. Do you just go Magnet?
Let me just five-head here the situation, right?
Just go every Mag.
If IG doesn't make it to the major, it's actually very beneficial
Yeah, because
to all the other teams.
they'll make it in on points.
Because IG is already confirmed.
For international, right?
Yeah. So, in order to get more Chinese to the major, IG did not make it. To the TI, sorry.
Right, the TI. But Elephant would have to literally win the.
I don't think you have to win it to be mathematically in, do you? Probably
Yeah,
like top
'cause
3 or so.
they got 50 points from season
Yeah,
one.
they didn't get any.
They didn't
But you get
anything.
500 for winning it. But they can't win this one.
They can't win this one either. They're going to be
Like,
at best
third
third.
place.
At best, yeah. So there's no way that they can
So
get
at
TI
best-
on points.
Fourth, even. Yeah, at best fourth.
Oh,
But-
right, because they need to do the
Yeah.
tiebreaker with IG.
Which is like, what, 100 points?
Yeah.
They'll have to win. And even then, I don't know if they are in or not.
Yeah, so they are. There's no points that can get Elephant into the major by now.
Every team can do it, though. It should be them. Just ceiling-wise.
Sure.
Will they do it? Probably not. But there's a chance.
So they ban out the Sven.
Yep.
Or,
But Magnus is
or
still
how
there.
I like to call him, the better Magnus.
No,
Oh,
Magnus
yes.
is way better than Sven.
But we'll see. Maybe Aster actually does go for the Sven. The Magnus carry.
Probably not.
The worst Sven, how I like to call him. They did try to play him on that very well before.
It worked out really well until he didn't RP anything for
Yeah.
4 times.
That was a difficult game to watch.
I'm sure it was even more difficult to experience.
What else do they have? Is it mainly something that you want in the lane against Brood Mother, or is this like Mother?
Well, I think what they need now is just damage. They have like no damage here, right? Like, they have like a little bit of sustained damage with the Razor, but no sort of deep burst damage. They have a finger, it's it.
Okay. Elephant. They are looking for their one position, most likely their Eurus hero. Be able to deal with a Razor.
That's another tanky boy.
Warning.
Arc Ward.
Hardcore.
Wow.
I mean, it's good versus Razor, right? It's
Yeah.
not great versus Mars. Solid in the lane.
How about
Man, Elephant really spicied it up this
For
last
real.
game. They went from full brawler type manly engagement dotes in game 1 to this like fight whoever, I'm just gonna hide in my trees, in my bubbles and wait for the late game, which Brood can win the early game and then Arc Warden just comes online. You can travels on the spiders as well. It's not Brood with Arc loves summons because you can join every single fight
Yeah.
with your opponent.
time to PA or Ant Mage?
I knew you. And I'm with you, actually. This is a
They,
good
they
anti-mage
can't really
game.
kill him easily.
Is it a good game for AM versus Brood? Aren't you gonna lose everything like very early on?
The lane is actually pretty easy. If you just mana burning him earlier.
Soul Ring?
You just get the Ring of Health, you should be able to farm quite easily, and then at some point you can just lane swap with the Mars if it gets too much.
Yeah, but I am with
Does-
Blizzard that I think that the map is going to get all.
It is not easy, but they need a win conditioner because they banned all the carry heroes themselves.
Yeah.
And this Arc Warden pick also prevents.
Yeah, you usually
Razor
want
from
the
going carry.
I think you want the DA, right? Like you usually want these here. Anything that can jump her?
Like
Yeah,
PA or
jump her.
AM. I just like AM because he's not as easily killed.
Mhm.
PA. Because they have a
Isn't
lot of
PA
problems
pretty
right now.
sick versus Brood as well?
It is.
I mean, it is good versus Brood in the lane, but it's not nearly as good versus Arc Warden late game like they're two. And they're
Yeah.
laughing, they're enjoying themselves, feeling it.
Good, good. I think the hero is a bit underused considering how strong he is. You just need heroes that can potentially buy time. Broodmother is that hero. So is Tiny. They have a lot of like late game potential. Their high ground defense is super strong. But I told myself something. I told myself that I'm never gonna bet on the Brood ever again. I just feel the hero falls off. Yeah, you can be annoying. You kill that tower. Still didn't figure out the right itemization on the hero. Pipe looks good. Like if you get a Greaves, it's also fine. But then the third item is kind of meh all the time. Also, Beakup, I believe you have some sounds prepared.
Yeah,
Because we were not satisfied with your performance, you know.
yeah, you guys sounded like a bunch of dead cats, so I'm gonna try and do my own elephant call here. Just definitely not.
Definitely not playing it off the phone.
Oh, is that loud enough? There's nothing in my sleeve. See? Oh, what? Yeah. See, very convincing. I didn't know production had that ready. I was I'm going elephant. Yeah, I threw my voice the entire way.
Yeah, I believe I'm gonna go with Team Aster. I don't like the Brood.
Stop jungling, let's push. Run.
要不下把？
他们说什么？我跟他说什么？他们说什么？
I love the elephants. I'm still doing it. Like I don't even have to move my mouth, and I just make elephant noises. It's kind of just one of those talents, you know.
Yeah, you're a man of multiple talents, but stick to what you know the best. Do the play-by-play. Yeah, hype me up for this one.
So, as we know, it's a very important game, as it's been the last 6 weeks or so. Every game has been very important. I'm definitely not watering down the meaning of very important game. I'll say that. But Aster, this could mean potentially coming in third, and for Elephant, potentially a chance at making a major this season.
Yeah, if Aster wins this one, then they are guaranteed, like, very important series.
Yeah,
One of the most important series.
probably
so far.
the
If not
most important.
Yeah, in the series
up to this
in
point.
the history of the important series.
In the history of the important series. There's like, I think somebody was doing the math. I was kind of doing the math. If like Aster end up in third somehow, and like Vici take first in that three-way tiebreaker if it happens, like there's some math where it ends up where 5 teams make it to the major or make it to TI for China, and it's crazy and could be locked in.
To be honest, that's something that I want to see, because the Chinese teams look the strongest during the major. Watching the other regions as well, it would be a shame if we don't have like at least 4 Chinese teams, I would say, at TI. Considering how good they were. And look at this, strong lanes against the Broodmother. This is what I want to see. This hero relies on using that insatiable hunger early on. Now they're swapping the target. FY.
Yeah, FY is dead here. First blood for Monet.
Lanham starting with the boots of speed, so he can run them down this time around. Leech Seed. This is such a strong lane for Team Aster.
Usually, spiders hide in trees. Right now, this spider is hiding from a tree. Not the way you want to live your spider life. There was a Broodmother in one of my pubs that went like E-Blade. It was blowing up supports. E-Blade with the spawn spiderlings down.
Doesn't sound too good, but I want to see some different type of an item build. Yesterday, Aghanim Scepter from Cuckoo, which was really awkward. One of the worst ones I've seen. Like, especially how the game was developing. Didn't really like that one. I think it's more of a Broodmother item where you get that Ags and just be more annoying. But from the off lane, you need some utility, but I also want to see some scaling potential. Yeah, he's just straight up dead, I think, on the top lane. Couple more right clicks,
Yeah,
another
the root's
root.
there, and yeah, will die to Lanham, who is now 1-0-1. So each of them getting their own kill and their own assist, taking out this Brood. The thing about Cuckoo's Brood, though, in that series yesterday, when he had opportunities to push, when the other team was completely occupied, he stayed stationary mid instead of pushing.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. He was having a bad game. I think Brood Mother, even though it can sound and look like the hero is very easy to play, you actually need to understand how much you can pressure with the hero, where you need to be. Your team also needs to understand like how to play with the Brood Mother in the team. So it's really not that simple. It's a simple concept for Brood Mother as a hero. I'm gonna stay in the lane, pressure, take the tower, take over the jungle. But they seem to find a solution how to counter it. FY, force the TP out, TP's back to base.
Taking FY out of the equation for a little bit. 1k lead already for Aster.
They don't have much AoE to deal with the spiders, pretty much it's just Mars. I want to see what the item build on Troll is going to be. We've staying away from Battle Fury. I wouldn't mind seeing Battle Fury here, just to be able to deal with spiders. I can give you that regen in the lane, but considering that he's going for 2 Wraith Bands, I don't think he will get Battle Fury.
We'll see how this Nyx goes.
The reason why I'm talking about Battle Fury compared to Maelstrom, Maelstrom jumps only 4 times. It really does not deal well with the spiders.
The other Fire Snap Cookie and the little Shredder out on the White Album, he's forced to TP away. I'll TP back to the tier 1.
And try to go for the bottom rune, but there is nothing there. Let's see the rotation on the mid lane. Lanham will TP. It's not a TP from base, but we'll just use the healing salve to get him back to full HP. Lanham is the bro. Lanham is the type of a guy that if you're playing a carry, you want this guy to support you.
Right. Feels like he's always up there in terms of the top support talks in the division, in the region.
We didn't talk too much about the bottom lane. Arc Warden, low on mana, brought the raindrop just to cover himself against some more damage. Nyx Assassin, not the strongest position 5, can be annoying with that mana burn, which he skills early on.
Man, FY just gets run down here by Lanham. Like this turns into he takes like 2 or 3 shots, has to Fire Snap Cookie himself to the low ground. Monet just follows up on that. They've got the slow and another kill.
And once again, to go back to the itemization, Maelstrom is okay. Exiled Blade is also okay on Troll, something that we've seen being very popular lately after the Battle Fury nerfs. And he still decides to go for Battle Fury. Okay, we're back. Okay. I was thinking just because he went like all these small items, which is gonna delay the Battle Fury.
Right.
2 Raid Bands plus a Magic Wand. It's quite a lot of an investment. As said at the start, was trying to go through the thought process. I don't mind the Battle Fury. I think it's a much better choice because it deals well with the spiders.
Is this a game where you look Shard for Brood Mother?
Eventually, yeah. That Shard upgrade is really good. But right now you need to start thinking about how to get some CS because it's not looking good. Mid lane, White Alba picking up Arcane Rune. They will try to pressure a tower potentially. We see Lanham also lurking around. He is leaving Monet alone on the top lane.
And then over in the bottom lane, you've got Borax, who's just draining the mana from Red Panda. He's not allowed to really do much of anything in that lane. Arc Warden's only 23 and 4. Oh, the lane's going much better for Aster this time around.
Tiny will need the playmaker for the team. Nyx Assassin as a position 5 needs levels. Snapfire, pretty much the same thing. Top lane can go too well right now. FY just trying to stack a bit more in the jungle to get the levels. Tiny will definitely be the one clearing that up. So this will allow these stacks that they have in the triangle will allow Tiny to get the better timing on a Blink Dagger, and they will get some levels for Snapfire. That level 6 will be very important. Arc Warden does not want to play Dota early on. It's all about that Midas. I'll be in a triangle, keep farming, get that Maelstrom, buy boots, and then be annoying with the Boots of Travel. So, slow start for Elephant.
Not exactly what you want, though, if you're working with a Brood, right?
Exactly, that's why I didn't really like the Brood Mother pick. And top lane,
They go for Brood. Once again, Yang getting
Do they
run
have a
down
root?
under the tower, but he'll escape.
Borax decided to put another point in mana drain since he was playing against Nyx Assassin. You burn my mana, I steal your mana. Smoke from Aster. Let's see where they decide to rotate. They would definitely love to get a kill on Tiny.
Just getting body blocked for a second, but Red Panda, I'm not sure he really has enough for this.
That's a hood.
No way.
Mars, okay.
No chance they're getting this kill.
It's a straight up hood, magic wand, super tanky. Mars XXS has been amazing. Season 1, Season 2, just looks very solid on the hero. Knows what needs to be done. Great itemization, understands where most of the damage is gonna come from. It's magical damage, Tiny, Nyx, Snapfire, plus Arc Warden.
We'll have that 1k lead. Success, like you said, he's been on it this entire, I would say, year almost with this Mars. We've seen a couple players struggle with this Mars, struggle to land some of their spears.
Yeah, you want to name them or what?
No, I'm not out anybody.
Okay.
You know, in the region. Could assume all offlaners, I guess. Arcane boots early for this Brood. Okay. With the soaring as well, so trying to keep that mana up. Now working with these spiderlings, see if can gain some farm here around the jungle, maybe take over. But for right now, I mean, it's almost close that Aster have all top 3 heroes on the network. Razor are the only one who's behind at the moment. He's behind the Tiny.
Good rotate from Mars to the top lane. Understands that he can't die to Brood Mother. God's Rebuke is only level 1. So he's just keeping it until Troll comes back. Full HP, full mana. There's the Arena.
And they've got the
Brood Mother
spear.
should die.
Yeah, Yang looking very dead. They get the root, they'll get the kill. XXS getting credit for that one. And a Spiderling without the Brood Mama. Not really much to worry about. They do finally have that Midas though on Eurus, so his farm's gonna start to elevate. As they find themselves FY, Nature's Grasp again, and they just need one more shot to get the kill. Lockdown FY, White Album getting another, and it's a 2k lead. Elephant yet to get on the board.
Nyx Assassin still level 4. Tiny also decided to go for Phase Boots instead of rushing the Blink Dagger and then going back to Phase Boots. So his initiation is going to be delayed by good 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because he was holding a decent chunk of gold, and I think he was thinking to himself whether or not he could make that decision to go.
In this
straight
situation, I would prefer if it's a straight up Blink Dagger, so he can play with the team, buy some time. Already mentioned that he needs to be the playmaker, and without the Blink Dagger, it's gonna be harder. This ward scouting Tiny, so they know what's happening. Also, I don't think Mars is the target that they can just blow up. Could it? 1300 gold. They will still try to go for it. There needs to be some kind of rotation from Aster.
They just don't have nearly enough damage.
They could be annoying.
But they're poke and prod and use the Mortimer's kisses, and yeah, you need that +1 to get that kill.
They needed to rotate Lion to stop the possible Mortimer's kisses, Chain Protector, all the level 5. Cannot interrupt anything.
This can now turn into a town, which is good here for Elephant to open up this side of the jungle for this Brood. And he's been taking quite the harassment, but now I think he's kind of found himself a place to nest. We'll see if that ends up being the case. That's Somnus closer to his Blink Dagger. Courier. Just for 1 DP, so not much to lose. Bottom lane just goes down to Monet. And Red Panda is over here. He does not have level 6, so he doesn't have the ability to get away. They missed the Earth Spike with the Hex in the finger. More than enough damage to get Red Panda. And for the first time this game.
Red Panda, Season 7 season. player that does not get too much farm priority. Always sitting at the bottom net worth, pretty much.
Yeah,
Just doing his job, getting the wards out. There are position 5 players that have a bit of a different playstyle in the Chinese region, where they tend to get more farm, while this is more of a position 6, what we like to call it.
Fly just fire snap cooking away. This 2k lead, we'll see if it holds, but need to make sure that they stay on Yang, because you know, taking that tower did open up jungle. Tiny's gonna have that blink dagger soon. For Elephant, with that blink dagger, their moment could be coming, you know, in a second for them to have a bit of a power spike. Once you have 6 on this Nyx, which he still doesn't have. Go in, use that Vendetta, be the ward, blink in, avalanche toss with a Vendetta shot, you might be able to get a kill. He gets caught once again, plasma field out, White Album's got the kill on a Red Panda, so that'll delay that level 6 even longer.
Battle Fury is also delayed. Talked about how these small items are gonna delay it, and we can see still gonna be a good timing. It's a double rate band. He's fight ready pretty much with these items, involved in 6 out of 7 kills. Still gonna go for the Battle Fury. Wants to be able to scale. Should be like Battle Fury X and Y, or just casual train to BKB. Maybe Aster BKB sounds better because you're playing so many mid lane.
Avalanche toss, fire snap cookie, they're waiting from Monet. Success comes in with the arena. That's going to be down 3. Can't right click into it. They get the kill on Atom as well as Board, but end up losing Somnus and Amplify in return to 2 for 2 real quick. Red Panda is going to the bit better this time, but it's not really leading to much.
Defensive Vendetta, also known as a zoning one. I love the term zoning in Dota.
So, it's a Vendetta?
Maybe, yeah. So Razor going into BKB as Haste Rune in the bottle. Every single time I see Razor, this hero pops off. Good up from Lanham, keeping them in place. Tiny, a lot of slow, which is a great setup for Arena. So mid lane, XXS does not die from damage. Still has good available, we'll pop it.
Now they're going to go after Red Panda, and they'll get another off killing him. The chase is on. White Album forward. He does have a haste, but they don't fully commit there.
And you'll need to fully commit, especially on the towers. Against 3 Protector, 2 points and 11 armor, so the cooldown is a bit lower going into Hold a Lot. I believe Lamb was the one who introduced this type of a build. I really like amplifying the heal. It works even on the towers.
Just having a straight Holy Locket build is what he wants. We've seen some different builds on the tree, but it feels like this is become the norm. With Dagger being built for the Mars as well as the Lions, so they have the blink initiation to get in there. It's already looking okay for them without those blinks, and it's just going to be about the positioning and getting that arena down as well as blink or spy at finger, because you've already got 2 stacks on Vorax. Like he's stacking well. They've got the stun. He was trying to TP out. Monet goes to the chance. Red Panda, the spot carry, trying to kite him as much as he can. They've got the dome, and they should have the control. Doesn't have a way to TP out of this. They'll stay on him. They'll toss him up into the air and eventually take out Monet.
Finally, Panda manages to find a good big kick.
Oh, not the Eurus. Eurus is TP. So one carries TP, stop. Next one as well. Both will die. And that is not what you want to open. However, White Album forced to BKB as he gets chased from the dude who is starting to get a little bit of farm. Jungle all messed it up.
Oh, Beth, I think he can be the one in his own jungle, can be in triangle as well, but deals well with the Broodmother and the Spiderling. Want to see what the next item from Mars is gonna be? Is it gonna be a BKB because he feels super tanky? I also want to see him being able to scale. I don't mind seeing it. That's right. He feels unkillable.
Mother with that overgrowth and not looking good for him. He'll take the attention through Eurus. Plasma field. But now, jumped into this. First snap to get down to the low room. He was setting himself up for departure. A little bit interesting that he wanted to go, but they did get the kill to the train at the end of the day.
So Monet, no SNY, just wants to have a defensive item for himself, goes straight into BKB. Something he's not committing. He might change his mind. Maybe they get Roche. He will be able to skip it, get it as a item potentially, get that SNY online. BKB feels safe choice against all the magical damage that we got. Didn't talk too much about the Arc Warden, finishing the Maelstrom, now going into Boots of Travel. Pretty standard stuff. Continues to farm up.
BKB feels safe. Like, think it Ring of Thunderstorm. Wrap yourself in it. Hit Magic Community.
Brood again.
Getting caught. And with your spike success, get on the yank. Spider will run after this lion, but not do anything. Numbers kisses. And I'm kind of standing up on this. I don't know if this is the way you want to go, but Earth Snap Cookie to an interesting spot, but right into the head of Monet. Elephant. This is a lot different than their first game where it felt they were more disciplined in going and, you know, saving their friend syndrome coming out. Now we're just kind of running buckets at them.
Broodmother does not provide you with much if Vendetta is on cooldown. This is not a big at the start of the season. Second season, oh, man, this Broodmother, she can do so much, but teams figured out how to play against her. Get a strong lane, especially in this game. Trade Protector plus Troll, they got a couple of kills, not just on Broodmother, but also a support. Set up Troll for a good game. Battle Fury is online. As BKB keeps farming level 15, getting a lot of levels from it. Fine. A bit of a different item build. We see that Echo Saber, we see it quite often, but now decides to get forced. Wants to be able to break the link from Razor, save people, good kiting potential. Still, maybe they're just relying. I would love to see a scaling item. You know, I don't mind the Force Staff. Even it's also ish. It's a kiting tool. It's something that makes the farm your head.
And killed again. Red Panther dying to XXS. Well, that said, it's right now just a 4K lead, but it does feel like Aster are starting to take over on the map.
The reason why I want to be able to scale, because Broodmother does not scale from the offense. More about that utility, grief, maybe get AC if you can get enough farm, but still you don't deal damage with the hero. It's all about the spider. If they can pick another good fight around the mid lane, but initially can't turn it into Roach. They have enough damage. Troll BKB done in 200.
So going Arena down, Spear again. Works as the follow-up. So it's not looking likely that Somnus gets out of this one, if at all. And yeah, Somnus stayed away out.
It's time to go inside the pit, I believe, because there's still a couple of seconds left. That they can pull fight without the arena, without the Fear's online. Never mind. So yeah, Roche can connect. Right, they know something is up. There are no witches around. Roche pit, so Broodmother will need to place a couple of those. Eurus trying to send in illusions to scout things out. 50%. Here comes good. The kisses.
Yeah, so the kisses is the BKB of Monet. So go after red spike cap, the BKB. So really even care about the spike cap pins. They'll get the kiss and step back. They don't have Somnus for another 6 seconds. And they'll commit and get the Aegis. They've got the Aegis, the stun comes out of the tree, but Red Panda and he's not really landing those stuns onto heroes that he needs to. They'll get the kill in the lineup, but might be the sacrificial on this one. Borax on the run, blinks out, might even just be safe. They want to chase him, want to get this kill, they want to get something out of it. They'll toss him on the Borak, they'll have the spawn Spiderlings, and they will get Spiderlings out of the body of this lion. But you've given up the agents over to Aster. It wasn't the best fight from Elephant. You do now have Eurus top of the net worth. Maybe that's something to look forward to.
Finished Mjolnir, which can be annoying, and I like that Eurus is not falling around in item build, going now into BTB. There's going to be a ton of damage from him. After hitting once, pretty much he's been having a really good game. Like, you should not underestimate the kiting potential that they have with the Arc Warden. You need to get into the bubble, deal damage, damage from Mjolnir. Like, once the BKBs drop, it's gonna be tough for Aster. It sounds like they have a lot. 4K gold is okay. Red album, BKB on bottom.
Yeah, so now that's going to be a BKB that's down to seconds. So that's the bottom BKB total. Of timing. They're wrapping around. They've got the blink as well as the spear. They'll get this kill. Finger there. 4 stacks on that finger. Let's put top like that. They don't have a top tier 2. They haven't given a 2 tier on Aster just yet. But that's what they want to do. That's their next goal. Their next objective is to take the mid tier. I'd like to see maybe even Yang force in top and force them back, but they haven't even commit too heavily onto the tier 2 and just back away. He's coming from the Mars. He knows exactly where Omnis is. They see
Arc Ward clone beefing. They instantly back off. Success still not have a BKB. Decide get a heart, which will here in the region is real good. Eventually, I think they'll need to get a B red into once again, wrong side of the map for him.
Yeah, and he'll be caught. His 6th time becoming evolving from Red Panda to Food Panda. The food every up here, if you guys weren't aware.
It was a good job.
It was for people who know the app. I don't know. It was out in Southeast Asia as well, so. It's a wide range joke, maybe. I stole it from track. Pick up. Correct. Put the spear onto the Tempest Double. He'll get himself in the dome. He'll join him within the dome. And the Tempest Double will weigh more and more gold. And this here bottom is in jeopardy.
What album? Super farmed on Razor, SNY BKB, Mask of Madness, and Madness. This is a later Madness where a speed farming tool gives you that. Make the hot ground. Both of these teams decide to go for tier 3. On the one side, you have a Bubble, Arc Warden, then playing into Treant Vector is always going to be tricky. A lot of abilities that can move you into the direction where you don't want it. 4 staffs, toss backs, and we have a
First off, spear lands, hits on Yen. And Greaves available the second, though, being very survivable on this side of Elephant. They took the Monet, bring it up and back in. Is trying to tank it. He's also got that horn, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the right lockdown is there, though. Get the kill on success. And all of a sudden, Aster has thrown it all away. Game sitting even.
It's that one big Elephant wanted to have big team fight with Arc Warden, having those 2 Mjolnirs, multiple fluxes, spark rates. I like even the game is even right now in terms of net. I feel it can close out the game. I've seen this so many times when they play against the Arc Warden. This Eurus was pretty much on point. XX decides to go on Nick's assassin in that fight, and they have no vision. They have no sentries. They have no dust. So he just walks away with that. The kiting potential is too strong. You have how many? Gonna be 1 4 staff on Sapphire soon. You have 1 4. Third one on Tiny. You know what I say? By 4 staffs, you're pretty set. You know, your kiting potential is good, especially in this game. And then the overtime damage is gonna kick. The heroes don't like to play into his man. Like Nick's assassin, if he gets a couple of rounds, multiple faces. Like BKBs, they're 6-second BKBs. It doesn't really matter at this point because it's much. Like you need to go in, you need to enter the bubble to deal the damage, and your BKB duration is gone. And this is where Arden kicks in.
So now that I'll have a 1K lead, Roche is up. That's going to be Shard available. We'll see who they end up giving it to on either side if they take Roche. As Mark Gordon almost into the MK. Again, I think giving Shard to Brood be massive. Going onto the end as they've got Yules picked up by the Tiny. So going into a lot of control and kiting for the Tiny.
Interesting build. This is not a scaling build. He will still get use combo, clear the creep wave. But if he gets the E-Blade,
Roche.
just hold the Tiny build back, I don't know, 2014 to 15, where you can't really die, you go in, blend, you combo, 4-step out, you'll separate.
I'm very surprised the Elephant just aren't aware of this, or even...
I think they know, it's just they don't care too much about it. Let's decide to pick up because they don't have good charge carriers in this game. That's surge gives you like, what's the percentage? 18. When target with a spell, the Magic Lightning, 150 damage, and slow 50% slow is quite a lot, but duration is 1.5.
Flames drop. He's farming top. He's ahead of this Mars by 3,000 gold. I think the one that's really sticking out to me though is the Tiny. 12k Stomnus. We've looked at this build a couple. Just how interesting. It's a bit of a more controlling build than anything else.
It's all about the survivability. Went in, reset, waiting until BKBs are down so you can use his combo 2-3 times. And he's the one holding ceremonial. I really love that item. The status resistance and the magic resistance, so more damage, more stun duration.
He's gonna be caught here. Impale, Avalanche, and the toss. This is also coming through. Just don't have the damage to go off white of them, and now they're starting to retreat. Rex comes in with the KBB fight Eurus, and out. Real Arc Warden. It's Rex ending into the Tempest. Able to try and help out. They get the kill into Rex, and they save FY. Maybe they can into the dome for a second, but they finally get FY on the other side of this fight. Though they've caught themselves XXS. Item trying to fight this with Tempest Double, still trying to do what they can. They've got this mount onto this white album Razor, and XXS getting a lot of damage. Here comes the troll, but they've got the control with the youth. Success falls Spider on him. He's gonna pop with the belt. And they're good. So again, he's got a lot of children to try to throw the way of Aster, but here comes Monet and they're going to be able to kite out this troll. He runs further and further in. The question is, do they want to back in on this?
Elephant
Clean up these spider lines.
You do not kill the trolls. Ready plus agent, Arc Warden already TP'd, so he will have a TP ready back up again. I don't know how you could deal with the rest and then deal with the troll, because right now he's a bit too tanky with Aegis and mana burn him, potentially not allowed to use the battle trance. Unfortunately, for offense, they'll land him pretty quick with the fingers. Use spear straight away, picked up both of the gems, now holding one.
Still his career. See, way up now. So multiple Satanics. Satani.
Try it again.
Satani. Satan oxen.
It's not Latin though. It has to be a Latin word like Ignis. What else do we have in Latin?
This avalanche toss through the board. Got that Hex Mortar coming with the sapling that's going to be out of 90. They've got this. It's on Platinum. They've got coming out onto the tree. They'll get going to line him. They'll take him out. He's dead for 74 seconds. Dominating here. And now the 4-step forward, Red Panda. They spot XS. They're going to come Monet in with the whirling axes. And they've got the spawn fight wings on him. He's slowed quite a bit.
Someone on Team Aster will need to buy Nullifier. They're just getting look at it. Oh man. BKB available.
And he's caught out of position here. He's going to be hit. He's got the Aeon disc. That's going to pop. Monet, Somnus for an opportunity to jump in on this. They'll pop the BKB on White out. He's going to throw himself forward. Fire snap cookies and Somnus the other way. They can't get the stun out as BKB him the TP away. Elephant down in your face.
And this is it. Like, this is what I talked about. Arc Warden, 4 staff. Attack range coming up from that Dragon Lance, has Enchanted Quiver, level 20 talent. I don't think he can win this game. Like, might sound stupid, maybe I'm having a bad feed, but the kiting potential is too strong. You mentioned the Nullifier. Let's see who decides to get it. Okay, first one. You understand that these scepters are causing too much issue. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Oh, Spike Carapace. Firebat Cookies hits the type of stuff the other will go. Anything the damage pools top he's up the battle transfer. Red Panda. Now looking, surging, Satanic, healing up. Is out into the avalanche. Look at the damage. They hit so hard onto the razor. He walks forward for a second and immediately turns around and goes out.
It's fine. They try to focus on, and then you commit with the BKB. You're putting yourself in a very bad position. Warden, like, he can still grow. He that agonist, that even more damage because the spark rate, the spawn new spark rate. His start is also not bad for the later portions of the game. Pushes you out, so you can't deal the damage. You need to run back in. More magic resistance and even more fighting potential. Slow.
I'm hooked on this Brood shot. Sorry.
This is gonna be a long game. Broodmother also decided to go for E-Blade, so your public your public match that you talked about. See a second
E-Blade on Tiny too.
I want to see one Nullifier, then maybe I want a second Nullifier because it's hard to deal. Nullifier has a low cooldown. Maybe
they're coming around. They've got this attempts to the Spikers go out on album with the barrage coming through from Elf. And this down around the spider, and they're getting the kill to the Brewmother. They're getting the kill to Yang, and they're going to turn this now onto Tiny. Somnus is being caught. Mortimer, this is really don't hurt much. Killing 2, and neither of them have buyback. So the Elephant get caught there with pants down. To take advantage.
Yeah, good job. Like, they can spread the team fight. They think inside the arena, so that's a good one. If arena is used, they get like 1 or 2 heroes inside. Can't use 4 staff, so they need to focus down those heroes.
Still a lot of time without these 2 heroes, and they're going to be able to push the high ground.
You know, it's our core. Actually, does not have back. There's the Broodmother. They invested all of their gold. Look at the bottom lane. You see Eurus looking in. You need to commit. FY has double damage, but I don't think they can take the tower. It's being killed by the Treant Protector. He's trying. He's giving his best. FY, like, I need to kill it, because otherwise it's going to be full HP.
Wicked with the spear, but he's not going to land it. They've got the spike carapace as well as the impale onto the mark. They're trying to get the damage out on the XXS. Scatterblast comes in. That doesn't land, I don't believe. The BKB's been popping away white out, and they got themselves the melee racks. Hex through, as well as the stun onto this Nixus. They actually force staff him forward. They force staff him again. Looking to land the impale on white out, but it's just a little bit short. It's the story of my life.
Okay, Shorty. They take the melee racks. That's what matters. And they defend the tier 3 tower on the bottom. So nothing too much of the value. Roche may respond. Like, Elephant's best chance is defending the high ground with our cordon, of course. And then potentially tossing back. But when they're caught outside space, like if they get jumps,
Yeah.
what is Nullifier doing?
Ways out.
Need, yeah, a couple of thousand.
They may have a chance to get Roche here. It's up in a couple of seconds, and Elephant are the ones who pit, or well, closest to the pit. If they back off and they get the timing right on this, they can potentially put themselves in Ags or a refresher chart with Aegis Chief.
And it's up. Let's see what it is. It's a Scepter.
So could give that to the Nyx Assassin. That could be big, defending your high ground or even sieging a high ground. They know that it's up, but Aster, they don't want to let this go the way Elephant did prior to this. The axe is into the pit, illusion chasing.
This is gonna be big. If Troll can get the Aghanim Scepter, he can dispel E-Blades on himself, and he can dispel enemies. So it's a nullifier, kind of a budget nullifier, and he's going into one nullifier, which I really like. I really think they might need you.
Go after the Tempest double. We'll claim some gold, 300 going the Razor. And Somnus again, and pushing out this tower bottom, pushing out this lane bottom. Lanes are getting put bottom and mid, so Aster may have to deal with this. Timeless Relic picked up for Elephant. Leveler here for Aster. See what wants to hold. Goes with the Illusionist Cape. They had a Spell Prism on him before, but now Broodmother gets it with the Eagle and the Spawn Spiderlings. Spiderlings every 5.7 seconds. Yeah, every 16 could be outputting quite a bit of damage here with comes out, he's done a Monet for a second. Wow, Yang's into the Yang, he's trying to sneak this. Staying quiet. Spider.
It's gonna take a while.
Going after the kill here on the tree. It is just Yang committing to this rush while they're distracted Aster. It's quite the play here. Gem on the deck. And it's down to about half HP.
I like what they're doing. They're showing a couple of heroes on a mid lane to pretend they're like, we're not doing Roche. Broodmother cannot. Right, guys? It's gonna take some time, and Eurus gonna using the force
not
staff,
the kind of hero
just buying time.
That really shows anyway.
E-Blade protecting this copy from Arc Warden.
Roche still a third health. This is taking such a long time.
Like all the spiders died, so it's gonna take a bit more time.
And they're using these spark rays to block them. If they want to come down these steps at the top and even search for if he's doing it,
I don't think they
have to walk down.
Probably, Broodmother is somewhere around, and now they're showing the heroes. They decide to go in.
And they get it. Aegis
get it.
picked up by Somnus. Okay.
Fix it up. Let's see who gets the Aghanim Scepter.
It's been to the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, makes sense, because Arc Warden is okay. It's nothing spectacular, but compared to Nyx Assassin, we always talk about it. So let's see the nullifiers. There is enough gold on Troll to buy it. Razor decided to for the refresher. There's going to be 2 PBs, 2 links, 2 ults, and one is being built on XXS. Getting closer and closer. So Eon Disc, Force Staff, Clipper Capes, Yule Scepters, all that stuff is gonna get nullified.
So now Brood wanting to go to that Ags. Give the increased movement speed and max web count. And then if you get that shard, it's the AoE as well as, I believe, 15 seconds off the recharge time on those webs, even though it doesn't say it in the tooltip.
hidden gem, hidden Eastern egg.
They? Let's say, yeah. Oh, okay, then. BK on the Tempest.
There's Timeless Relic not being used, and the Trickster Cloak now is a nullifier, so before it wasn't, but Timeless Relic, 25% debuff duration. I want to see that on Nyx Assassin. It's the best item on the Nyx.
Yeah, right now he's holding apple. Meet the apple.
You know what they say, an apple a day keeps Doctor away. He died 7 times, but definitely, yeah, he picks it up. It took him quite a while. I was wondering, like, if Somnus wants to get it. It's not just a combination of the other items. So you have 25% the debuff duration on Nyx Assassin stun. You have Ceremonial Rogue Aura, which reduces status. And that's an also longer duration stun.
They've got the spear that's going to hit the Nyx Assassin. They nullify as well as the kill out on the Panda. He gets one success with the perfect movement, but they go to the overgrowth. That's only going to hit on the Sapphire. BKB's going to be caught here by White Up as well as the refresh, but they're going with the double ult. And they've got the Hex on the Sapphire. Blade keeping him alive a little bit longer, but eventually feeds out to get the kill. They fall back on Red Panda, and they're not really getting the best of this siege.
This assassin needs to be like Broad. He needs to be careful. This nullifier is a game changer for Aster, and now they're two pretty soon. Maybe they won't. XXS still deciding what he wants to go for. I see Refresher. You've seen what Mars with Refresher can do. Just hold him in place for such a long time, and there you go.
Commits. Fully commits. His double. Nullified. And he can.
Nullifier is 11-second cooldown, 5-second duration, so you pretty much have it all the time.
3K lead, and it felt like Elephant really had the edge here with this Aegis. They've got the arena that's going to open on the Yang. Aeon Disc, well, fire comes in, so Yang's in a little bit of trouble. They've got Static Work as well. BKB popped by White Up. They're going to try and TP into this one with an old fire. The damage coming out, Yang's going to die. He doesn't have buyback. This double and Elephant just seem to be letting their advantage flop hard. It is not going to look pretty as they take out this Tempest double once again. One nullifier seemingly like all they need.
The whole strategy that they had. We will kite with the Force Staff, with our Aeon Disc, with double E Blade, Yule Scepters. A bit worried now. I think I've been flip-flopping quite a lot this game.
I don't want to repeat what was said earlier.
There's still a chance, you know. There's still a chance holding the high ground, Radiant using a scan. They know something is up, or they decide to strike bottom lane.
You might need to get another book. Arena comes out, XXS, he's gonna go forward, misses the spear. The Arena, though, it's gonna keep him in place for a moment. Go back away.
7,000 gold on Arc Warden. It's level 25. Almost permanent tempo double. And now the split push comes. Unfortunately for them, like, if there was no Treant Protector in this game, then Arc Warden becomes like 3 times stronger. The split push to get from him.
I'd love to know how much gold the Tempest doubles give them. It's gotta be a...
I think 10, 15 at least.
Yeah,
maybe more
300 from Monet.
Yeah, maybe 15 more. One way to deal with Nullifier is to get Lincoln Sphere. I don't see anyone building it at the moment.
Avalanche, toss, all the way back to the snap 5. Their E-Blade Arena coming down, that's around on Insomniac. They've got the stun onto Monet. They've got the lockdown though onto Tiny. No fire off, and now Aeon Disc is going to be gone. They've got the right clicks coming into Insomniac. They'll go over and they'll finish off this Nyx Assassin who fought the previous up. So right out, getting away with the kill on a Red Panda, even with that axe, it's not going to do much as they haven't been able to really set their fights. They've just been fighting in random areas. It's not like when you've got the Nyx with the Axe, it feels like you want to set yourself for be ready, go. And instead, now he's dead for 77, and that Axe is worthless because he's not alive, he's not able to defend, and after win that fight right by the river, they can push forward.
They can. 3 buyback wise, Snapfire has one. As you mentioned, Nyx Assassin doesn't have it. Tiny, they might need to buy back. They might need to use both buybacks. Our Gordon can hold
Think about going
for
tier
some
4s.
time, but eventually they will get inside the bubble. There's the one.
There's the buyback. The question is, how long are Aster going to stay, though? Immediate go to BTP out. Avalanche
nice
is
play.
well mixed. Monet, though, slowed up. Nullifier onto Yang. Needs to be careful. Stunned in the dome. Locked him down again with the Abyssal Blade. They've got the Spear of the Hand. This gets popped. They're trying to throw this damage out and hit the fire spooky. That's not going to land on Access. He's got the arena down around 3. They're trying to drain the mana away from Eurus, but they've got the Strike coming through on a 3 of these heroes. They go to the backlines with this tree and Blink Overgrowth coming through. They get the kill on Eurus as well as Yang. And now Eurus is forced to buy back, but they get the kill on FY. He's dead for 105 seconds. And it looks like just like that, Aster, they're going to win this game. And they're by 5v2. Right by the door of Elephant.
Yeah, with no buybacks. Like Nyx Assassin is going to be out in a second. Our Gordon can only hold for so long. Let's see the burrow from Nyx Assassin. A couple of stuns, but the question is, where's the damage going to come from?
They've got the Hex as well as the Avalanche comes out onto Borax as well as E-Blade. They're looking to take this tier 4 power. They'll go after Whiteout, who did TP out. Stunned up for a second. The other tier 4. It's going to go down. So the throne is exposed, and they've got the glyph. The BKB is going to be popped by Monet. Borax sitting in the back lines.
Oh, the finest creation. Let's see how well he can use
Can
it.
he dome? Oh, man, Red Panda just walks right into that. The Avalanche comes through, and I don't think they have enough to hold this anymore. They've got the toss all the way back, but it's not going to be inside the well. Static Link is out of the skull. They'll go to the throne. They'll take it. They'll even the series up.
I was getting the Alliance versus Nigma flashbacks when the Miracle was playing Arc Warden. You know, maybe they can pull it off with the bubble protecting the throne, but at the end of the day,